these guys this off season really kind of took what they learned last year, and they were able to kind of channel that energy into, hey, we got to get in the weight room, we got to get a little bit stronger, a little more focused, so that we don't die out, we don't burn out at the end of the season like we have the past 2 years. Again, to hit 10 wins, 11 wins, that's a great accomplishment. And I don't want to, put any shade on that, because what we were able to do on the field is still a tremendous upside to us. There hasn't been a lot of 10-0 football teams, especially, you look at the history of the Central Region. It doesn't happen every year. I think last year there was 2 teams that were 10-0. So we were proud of that accomplishment, but at the end of the day, disappointed with our playoff run. You never can replace an Aiden Jones, a Nick Tyree, a John Tyree, a Jacob Seaborn, Ethan Minner. Those were all 4-year starters for us, and that very rarely happens. Do you have, 5 guys or 4 guys that start for 4 years? So to lose that experience, not only on the field, but their leadership that they had. They came out of that COVID spring and rocked along for 4 years. So that is a concern. But at the same time, man, the young kids have really stepped up to the challenge. Again, we're a little bit light on the seniors this year, but we have them in the right spots and they're holding the younger guys accountable. But our young guys have stepped up into leadership roles, and you look at the Michael Davises and the Cole Linebergers and the Danny Lewises, and those guys have really stepped up and come to play. And then, like I said, our senior leadership, Shamari Earls and Yinka Lawal and Dre Waller, those guys, Ethan Medley, they've been around the block. So we've got just enough experience to where, like I said, our young guys come along. We might take some bumps early, but I think when it comes around November time, we're going to be primed and ready to go. Breaking in 2 new coordinators on both sides of the ball is a challenge that I'm up for. These 2 guys have been around our program for a number of years. Bruce Perkinson, his father was a DC for us for over 20 years. Ben Brockwell, and then Matt Lawton, he was a ball boy for us when he was young and in 8th grade, and then he played 4 years up with us on varsity, went off to college, has been back with us for 2 years now. So like I said, between Matt and Bruce, like I said, I have all the confidence in the world in what they're doing. Like I said, I'm putting my little spin on it, getting back more involved, which is I need it to be. Like I said, that's part of coaching, and we have to evaluate ourselves. And when I looked at myself for the last couple of years, it was like, all right, time to get back down to some of the nitty gritty. First and foremost, success on us is to win the district. I talk about it to our kids this off season. I said we got to win today, and that means every day that they're in the weight room, every day in their classroom, we're going to win today. The next goal, we're going to win the opener. So we've had Cosby on our mind since December. Let's make sure we win that opener. They're going to be a better prepared team than they've been in the last couple of years. They got a lot coming back. So again, winning the opener. And then, like I said, to kind of close it out, we talk about winning the closer. Whatever that last game may be, you never know when it's going to be your last game. So we're going to win the closer. Whether that's, week 13, 14, 15, we hope it's week 15. But that's our goal, is to win the closer, and like I said, to keep playing another day. And our boys have bought into it, and like I said, it's been exciting to watch practice. They've had a lot of energy out there, more so than I've seen in a couple of years. So like I said, that youth is exciting. They got a lot of energy. Let's see if we can turn it on Friday nights and turn it into some wins. We've been blessed to make it to 3 state semifinals since I took over, and to taste that, practicing on Thanksgiving and playing there. I know what it feels like, but these kids don't know what it feels like. And I thought we were there last year, and we just missed out on it by, a week. Last year I remember sitting at Thanksgiving dinner and thinking, man, I should have had practice this morning. So I think that might have been part of that re-energizing juice too, is, these kids really truly need to feel what it feels like to practice on Thanksgiving. When I played here at Thomasdale, we practiced every Thanksgiving. So I told them that should be the standard that we're looking at. If you want to play the Highland Springs, you want to play the Oscar Smiths, and the teams that are generally playing on Thanksgiving, playing into December, you got to put yourself to that same level, and that's what they did this offseason, putting themselves in the weight room, in the classrooms, on the practice fields, and getting themselves ready so that hopefully when, August 29th rolls around, we hit the season running, and like I said, we're going to keep on rocking and rolling through late November, hopefully.